as TikTok potentially gets banned in the US. Concerned citizens are trying various methods to bypass the restriction, but legal advisors recommend avoiding the app should the ban materialize. If ByteDance, the owner of TikTok, doesn't manage to transfer ownership of the popular video sharing platform TikTok by January 19th, 2025, there are plans to ban it in the United States. You know, United States. As of now, TikTok has yet to engage in any talks regarding a sale, and they're ready to take down their site if a deal cannot be made. Just as anticipated, content creators who've established a presence on TikTok find themselves anxious, while those hooked on scrolling can't help but worry that their cherished pastime might disappear in the near future. And many internet users are pondering if they could possibly circumvent the potential ban in America by employing a virtual private network. However, legal experts advise against this approach. Lawyer warns against using VPN to get around US TikTok ban. I recently chatted with Neil Ewan, an attorney specializing in high-stakes intellectual property disputes at Stubbs Alderton and Markiles, LLP. He shared some fascinating insights about whether it's legal to use a VPN to access TikTok if it ever gets banned. Here's what he had to say from my perspective as a gamer. As a gamer who values their TikTok time, I wondered if using a VPN to access the app would be on the up and up if it were eventually ticked off. Neil Ellen, an expert in high-value intellectual property disputes, offered some enlightening insights into this question. According to him, while it's not illegal to use a VPN for personal reasons, it might still violate TikTok's terms of service. And if the app is banned in your country, you could face consequences from both TikTok and the authorities if they find out you're using a VPN to access it. To stay on the safe side, I recommend keeping an eye on updates regarding TikTok's legal status in your region and following their terms of service closely. Elon suggests that if TikTok gets banned in the US, using a VPN to access it would likely break the law, and individuals engaging in such activities could face penalties or consequences. And he clarified that if in law forbids a certain action, but you perform it through a VPN to get around the law, then you're actually breaking that very same law. And then once you make that, and they could intend to did the information of the law on several other political stuff. It's important to note that while many people do it, I don't advocate for this action. The level of enforcement can vary with some instances where lawmakers might look the other way, but the user assumes this risk. Using a VPN to access TikTok after US ban could result in fines. It's uncertain whether these measures will actually be implemented. Elon clarified that the primary worry about TikTok from the US perspective revolves around national security concerns, which could potentially lead to serious legal consequences for users if the app is eventually banned. And the primary issue at hand is ensuring national security native. It's unlikely that a few individuals accessing a VPN would mean vast amounts of American consumer data are being obtained by the Chinese government. However, if an increasing number of users continue to employ this VPN and the government becomes aware and concerns persist, there could be potential consequences. Um, the ultimate outcome is yet uncertain. It hinges on legal regulations. If the law gets implemented, it will depend on who acquires it and who has the power to enforce this law, especially considering those who might attempt to bypass the law using a VPN. However, utilizing a VPN to dodge the law could lead to penalties and fines for the user.